All right, it's another edition of Bystanders at these times on Flip TV, your number one super radio program on this platform. It's another brand new week, a brand new day, even if it is a wet day, Matthew. But we still need to dish it out the way we do it on this platform. All right, good morning to you, Niyi.
Thank you for having me.
All right, good morning to you, Matthew.
Thank you for having me.
Good morning to you,
Morning,
Mr. Felix.
Kule.
How you doing, sir?
I've been on exile for some time now, so I'm happy to be back.
You know why you are on exile.
No. Leave that issue.
You know why you are on
I
exile.
think you follow the path of Bode George. I'm sure you're a PDP man. Yes, he's also on exile.
All right, good morning, viewers all across the globe. We're saying thank you so much for joining us on today's edition of this program. We appreciate your time, on this platform. Let's see what we have on today's edition of this program. We have the Nigerian Tribune, we have this day newspaper, we have the Guardian, the Vanguard. And before we go on to read these headlines to you viewers, I will quickly need to say that Sunday Igboho has finally regained freedom in Benin Republic. That's a big one, and that's a congratulations to Sunday Igboho, the supporters of Sunday Igboho, the supporters of freedom fighters in the world, especially in Nigeria. All right, quickly to the Nigerian Tribune Super. Again, INEC raises concern over insecurity in Imo, Kogi, Bayelsa. Again, INEC raises concern over insecurity in Imo, Kogi, Bayelsa. I don't know why you guys I think you want to dig it out this morning. Matthew and
We are waiting for it to
because I don't.
Yes, I'm here to clarify this, this notion of people saying Asiwaju certificate is forged.
Can I finish?
I need to clarify
Can I
that.
finish? Can I finish this?
No, I need to clarify that. I know. You know, I've not been around for a couple of times.
Both of you have been on this.
And I've watched
It looks as if the second year from Africa to come and defend.
Come on, defend.
No, of course I need to defend my principle here, and I'll not allow falsehood to raise over.
Can you give me a few minutes? Just a few
We are in
minutes.
power and we must take the narrative.
You have taken up an appointment.
Can you give me a few minutes to read this, please?
Go ahead.
All right. Wike orders demolition of multi-billion naira property. Despite court order, we have near 1,000 killed in Israel-Palestine war. That's another very strong news we need to discuss today, if time permits, because looking at the weather now, it's about raining. Okay, federal government schemes under my watch will no longer be business as usual, says Peter Edu. Lawyer philanthropist Chris Ogunbanjo dies at 99. I will sympathize with the family of the deceased. Quickly to the picture we have here. Okay. All right, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu listening to a point from the chairman of Lagos State Football Association, Honorable Fuad Oki, during an inspection of the flooded areas in Lagos Island on Sunday. Quickly to this day's newspaper. On article, that's the issue you guys want to argue out today. Article, no matter new attempts to twist facts, Tinubu's INEC certificate is forgery. No matter new attempts to twist facts, Tinubu's INEC certificate is forgery. Niyi, can you hear that? Advises president to tread path of honor by resigning. Alleges plan to gag media ahead of FBI release of files. To the next one, we have APC governorship campaign and presentation of flag to Ododo. I think it's going to be a very serious one in Kogi State, where we have Indomilai also contesting in the state. All right, the Guardian newspaper, article Kiyamo trade wars over Tinubu's Chicago certificate. Article Kiyamo trade wars over Tinubu's Chicago certificate. War in Middle East may spiral. Push monthly petrol subsidy to 644.8 billion naira. All right, Tinubu pledges 500,000 jobs as Ajaokuta still nears completion. You can display the Point newspaper's headline here. I don't think I have the opportunity to read it out, but you can display it for our viewers to see. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, I can read it from my phone here. All right, Kogi 2023. Don't follow strangers. Hold on to tested, trusted party. Tinubu, APC, governors urge Kogites. That's Kogi State's indigenous. On 2023 election, they're talking about the governorship election in Kogi State. Don't follow strangers. Hold on to tested, trusted party. Tinubu, APC, governors urge Kogites. Now the last story I'll be reading to the viewers on the Point newspaper. That's the front page of the Point newspaper. Insecurity. State governors surrender. Look onto federal government for help. State governors surrender. Look onto federal government for help. 22,032 Nigerians killed in 2 years. 10,324 abducted. That's what we have on the front page of the Point. And the last paper we'll be reading to the viewers. Tinubu snuffs Niger coup leaders. Overtures for direct talks. We have humanitarian minister talk stuff. 6 audits of N-Power program. Humanitarian minister talks stuff. 6 audits of N-Power program. Tinubu Ogun, Governor Mon, legal icon Chris Ogunbanjo. 107 senators urge caution, rule of law as Kiyamo article disagree. That's on Tinubu's controversial certificates. All right, in Chicago, let's see what Niyi and Matthew want to say this morning, because you people don't even want me. You don't even want me to read out.
Bring it on.
Bring it on. Friend, I have some good question for him.
Bring it on. I hope you are ready to answer my question.
No, I will answer yours. Let me start by asking Mr. Lee.
Okay.
Because we understand that the issue concerning Atiku Abubakar, the former vice president of Nigeria, and the president, Senator Ahmed Bola Tinubu, refused to go away from the front burner. And the question I'm asking is, as of this morning, we saw all over the media space that Mr. President, Senator Ahmed Bola Tinubu, it may be an allegation anyway,
okay,
have updated his information in Wikipedia, and he have added that they could. What could necessitate this? And if you don't mind, let me add. If you don't mind, let me add the second question so I carry it along. I want you to explain to the world, because you say you are coming here to defend your principle. I want you to explain to the world what Mr. President meant when he objected to releasing his academic record to Atiku in the United States of America, when he said releasing those information will cause him injury, permanent injury, or irreparable injury and damage. What was the president trying to say?
Mr. Neil, lastly, why has the president not been able to address the citizens of Nigeria that this information is not true?
All right. Thank you for having me. Mr. Matthew, first and foremost, I know you have always been on this platform campaigning and vying for Obi. But it's so sad how you have shown how you can easily derail to the parts of the opposition when it favors you. Now, a person like that cannot be trusted. Whatever words that come from your mouth this morning, I hope the reviewers will not take you serious going forward. Because we all know, we have always known that you are a supporter of Obi. However, today, you are rallying behind Atiku. What a shame. But to answer you, Tinubu has a profile, and he updated his profile on his Wikipedia. His information on Wikipedia is a what? Is a living document, which means it can always be updated. When he leaves the presidency, they will put a stop to his tenure, right? When today, if you check Buhari's on the Wikipedia, they will say that this is his social time. He was the president of what? Nigeria. As of 2 years ago, it wasn't like that. It simply means that Buhari's information on Wikipedia was what? Was edited. If Asiwaju says that his name is Adekunle, my question to you is this: do you have any problem with a man bearing 3 or 4 names? And in Africa, we know that we have multiple names, whereby your father, your mother, your grandfather, your uncles will give you names. Some of us on our certificate or even our driver license might have a name that is uncommon to the people. For instance, for me, on my certificate, I have Adekwani, the school I graduated from. But here we have many people know me as Samson. All right? In some places, nobody knows me as what? As me. Some people, in some places, if you ask of me or something, they'll say they don't know me. And what they know me as is Igboho. All right? So when I see that there's a reason for agitation, I can go there and what? Update my other names there. And that doesn't take any credibility away from it. I hope you will listen to my submission with open mind. So that, because, listen, we're Africans. And Africans, we don't have one name. We have middle names. As you are, you might have your local name. Everybody knows you as Matthew. If I ask you what's your local name now, if you tell me, but because you're not a politician tomorrow, and because everybody knows you as whatever, and you don't have your local name, I'm not going to take that away from you because I know that is your local name. As far as you're concerned, Adekule is a Yoruba name, which clearly states that this is a local name that he bears. All right? Now, you also asked me that irreparable damage. Listen.
Mr. President has said it.
No, yes.
He said releasing my
See, Mr. Felix just asked a question.
No, he has not addressed the second question.
The second question.
Okay, Mr. President told the U.S. District Court that if you release my academic record to Atiku, it will cause me irreparable damage and injury.
Yeah.
Now, the record has been released. What are those injury and damage?
Now, then I have Mr. Felix question. Who said
who said
why has the president not addressed? Now let me tell you, this issue of certificate, as far as we are concerned, is trivial. These guys are so jobless; they have lost every tangible topics of discussion, and now what they are doing is what? Rally around frivolities. This is a man who has told his story, how he was so brilliant while he was in school. He worked with Deloitte. He worked with what? ExxonMobil. All right? He was able to rise to the position of a treasurer. In ExxonMobil, while he was in ExxonMobil, he was able to what? He was able to carry out a project that is standing, LSDPC project. Is that under him? ExxonMobil built that because he was able to what? Save money. He said, OC condensed project. OC condensed project that ExxonMobil what? That they executed. It was the what? The treasurer on site. Atiku did not, for any instance, go to other places. All right. However, they feel ExxonMobil will employ Tinubu without verifying his transcript. Now, in US of A, what is important to them is a transcript. And this is why you see anybody that wants to travel out to go and study masters or anything, you see them, they're running after what? Let me collect my what? My transcript. But in Nigeria here, they don't ask for your transcript. You don't submit a certificate. That in America, they don't certify certificate. They give it the diploma. But on the certificate, everything called signature stamp will be there. Right? Does Atiku has the transcript? He has it. The registrar of CSU, what did he say? He said that the person that holds this crown is the president of Nigeria today that we know. Though he might have a diploma with us that he never picked up. However, Chicago State University on their website have a room to order for replacement. They have third-party vendors that do that. There are even top other universities like Harvard and Ford who have come out to state this. There's a man, a professor, who lectures in the US of A. Over the weekend, he came out. He had any interest. He said that the truth is in America, Professor Farouk Berogi, this is a man who has always been against Tinubu. He said that the truth is, in America, nobody really cares about your diploma. You can request for your diploma for as much as you like. But what is the point?
After romancing the question, I'll bring
what is so particular?
He's romancing the question.
He's
romancing the question.
Now let me ask you my
bring it back to the question.
Now let me ask you
Can you listen? He said you are romancing. Because he has told you that he's here to dig it out. He's here to dig it out with you.
For purpose of emphasis.
Now let me ask
what I ask is this. I said, Mr. President told a U.S. District Court that if they release his academic record to Atiku, that he's going to suffer irreparable damage and injury. Now, Mr. Lee, what are those irreparable damages and injury?
And do you think he will be able to answer that?
No, he said he has gone here to defend his principal.
First and foremost, in the US of A, under no circumstances shall anybody release a private citizen's information without his consent. A very popular person went through this. What's it called? Obama. A very important, a prominent person. Obama went through the issue of, they told him, present your certificate, present your birth certificate and all that. It took McCain. McCain said that they should leave that. McCain came out outrightly and he told that Republicans, let's forget about this issue of birth certificate and the likes.
You see, romancing the question.
Do you understand?
That's why I said.
Now, on the issue,
can you pause? Can you pause?
On the issue of repairable, on the issue of repairable damages.
Okay.
Now,
not repairable. You said
irreparable damages.
Okay.
Now, he understands the power of words. All right. The power of words. There are words that you can use to what? You can use as a defensive mechanism. Now, has Asiwaju been destroyed today? Apparently not. If anybody come to a platform and call Asiwaju a forger, when the Supreme Court has not said it, Asiwaju can take it up. Asiwaju can take it up when the person, that person will rot in jail. But he is a man that surprisingly to me has appeared to be a calm man. I can tell you that if it were to be an Atiku, who people are calling, when we already know that Atiku is what is the biggest, when we talk of scandal, a thief, a man that Ali bought him because of only him. That case, we will reopen it, we will visit it. All right? People like Matthew today who are supporting Atiku shamelessly, who know that this same Atiku is not coming to the court of equity with clean hands, but here they are shamelessly because they feel a man who was so brilliant. Okay? Now,
Atiku knows there will always be a
now, let me ask you my question. Are you afraid of my question?
No, I will answer you.
Okay, let him ask you.
Are you scared of my question?
Ask about 2 or 3 questions now. All right.
Now, first and foremost, this issue of, issue of certificate and not the likes. If the Supreme Court does not admit it, would you take it that justice has been served? That's one. Secondly, on that deposition that the registrar of Chicago State mentioned, did he state that Chicago State University issues certificate through third party? I hope you have read through that deposition. Was it clearly stated by the registrar that certificate can be collected from third parties? That's one. Secondly, that's two. I hope you recall the 2 messages. So if you can answer those 2 questions, I will give you your flowers if you have been unbiased. Go ahead.
Now, based on the first question.
What do you want to add?
Based on the first question.
No, let's.
Based on the first question.
Can you calm down? Let's.
Based on the first question.
Okay.
It is 2 ways. One, if Supreme Court, if the Supreme Court base their judgment on technicality and its point of law, they will be right. But if that does not address the substantive issue about whether certificate is forged or not, it means it has not been addressed. Let me explain this.
Okay.
Now, the argument is, do Supreme Court have power to accept fresh evidence? That's one issue. Another issue is, what you do not ask for from court of first instance at the appellate court or at the Supreme Court, can you ask for it? That is the second issue. The article camp have argued that there are instances where they cited about 2 instances where Supreme Court admitted fresh evidence, even as it did not present it at the court of first instance. But another issue that arguing is that the Supreme Court is not just a court of law; that is a court of principle. That even if you didn't ask for something from the court of first instance, that it behoves on you as a court of principle to address it. The issue is this: if Supreme Court act on based on what you didn't ask for from court of first instance and they throw away the evidence, it means they acted on based on point of law, but the issue of whether the certificate was forged or not have not been addressed. That's the first answer to the first question.
Now, you have not answered my question. You have not answered my question. My question is very clear. My question is as clear as night and day. If the Supreme Court rejects whatever fact Atiku thinks is parading around, as justice been served to you, do you think it is what okay by you? By whatever technicality that you have just stated now, if Supreme Court said that we are not accepting this, despite the public opinions, now to you, would it be a trap on justice?
If it is
Will
based
you
on,
take it with clear mind?
if it is based on point of law, then you cannot fault it. But that does not mean the issue of whether secretary is
That
flawed.
is not the answer. That is not the answer.
Now, your second question. What was your second question?
About the guy that did he in the deposition state clearly third-party issue certificates for replacements?
The article
Was it clearly stated by the
Guys,
registrar?
guys, I know.
articles scam that seek for the document of Mr. President. What they told the world and the press is that the information they have indicates.
So you've not read the information?
Indicates.
So you have not read the deposition?
Indicates.
So you have not read the deposition?
Indicates.
So Mr. Matthew,
Will you
what you
listen?
are parading here
Will you listen?
as an informant
Will you listen?
is telling
Will
me
you
what
listen?
article
You ask
said.
a question. You ask a question.
The deposition is in the policy.
It's article one that seek to
Anyway,
have
I'm
But,
done.
but guys,
I'm
No,
done.
I have another question for him. I have another question for him. The secondary school certificate.
It's better.
The secondary school certificate of
It's
the
better.
president.
That means
The secondary school.
There is a clause to that thing. There is a
He
clause.
wants to run away. He wants to run
no,
away.
it's not answer.
what clause?
You
Tell him that he's protected. He should not run.
You are
Tell him that he's
protected.
protected.
It is obvious that you are not
And
ready.
just before you
No,
tell him
Now you are
he wants to
saying
run away.
you and Kunija said-
Mr. Lee, take the last question. Take the last question.
Hello.
Take the last question. Mr. President, Atiku can allege.
Oh, he was the best.
Allege
Atiku should have found out.
the secondary school certificate.
Atiku should have found out.
Listen.
Hello, gentlemen.
Atiku is alleged.
Tell him
He
that
has
he's
the
protected.
clause on him to what? To provide evidence.
Tell him that he's protected. He wants to run away.
You are protected.
He said you are protected.
Your security is guaranteed.
I want to give
Your
others
security is
No,
guaranteed.
It's not your
I want to give others room.
Just say this last
This is a
question.
story that has
I need the president not address the Nigerian citizens. He has nothing to address because they are not there.
Mr. Lee. No, let's answer this. This last one.
Hello.
Because it's not your time.
Hello.
Obey the law. It's not his time.
Okay, Kule versus Lucky, right?
Yeah, where's the Lucky?
Kule versus
Yeah, where's
Lucky.
Lucky? Okay.
Kule versus Lucky.
Yeah,
Lucky. Good morning. Why did you choose? Why did you choose
I want
Kule?
to face Kule. Let's come and speak English.
Okay.
So,
Can I start?
Oh, okay, no problem. No problem. All right, all
Yeah,
right.
good morning, viewers.
Good morning.
Good morning, the good citizens.
Good morning.
And I'm so happy,
All right.
right, to educate my fellow
All
deformed
right.
citizens here.
All right. All
You
right.
know, I'm so happy. Right, let's start from the presidential results. I mean, electoral results of the Tinubu. Tinubu had 8.65 million people that voted for him. Right? I was among the people. I am among the people. Until tomorrow, if there's any wrong, I'll still vote for him. Atiku had 6.something million people, right, that voted for him. Now they went to court. You know, tribunal knocked them off because a lot of jargons they were bringing were technicalities on technicalities. The court, lambast there, you know, and just starting from the cradles of the problem that they are witnessing now. Now, the justice lambast their counsel, lambast themselves. They find them 300 million, you know. I think I will be. I don't know. So
They are different. Kule.
Okay, guys, calm down. They lambasted Atiku Council. What does that mean? Is that not rubbish? Now, they lambasted Obi Council. Is that not rubbish? They created rubbish for themselves. Now, we now go back to Tinubu issues. Tinubu, right, attended CSU, Chicago State University. And the lady they met as a registrar there, she confirmed that he was once our student. But the results they issued to him, where is his what is he shouting like? Let this guy calm down. Let this guy calm down.
Go ahead.
The results they provided to INEC. wasn't turned because it was a vendor. When you lost your wait. He said a student can apply to vendors. It's just like, okay, your school now. If you lost your testimonial or anything, where do you first of all go to? You go to court. High court in Lagos here. You swear in testimony. I mean, you swear in affidavit, and there will be what? You go to court to perfect everything. The process these guys don't know is that they look at their local way of operating things here compared to American way of it. About Mr. Atiku himself, I think Mr. Atiku is supposed to be the last man for him to be misleading all this.
Okay.
Why am I saying so? You remember the case of Mr. Atiku?
Let me respond.
Williams, what's it called? Williams, one of the Senate member. Jefferson Williams, I will remember. His case of money laundering with Atiku. That Atiku went to America. I'm talking to you out. The article you are talking is not credible enough.
Let me respond.
No, I'm not like that. It's my time. No. Let me hold my space. Now,
but make it snap.
So what I'm saying now is, same article, right, that is coming out now to mislead all these youths that are not informed about political space of this country is the same one of those bad guys that have spoiled the image of this country. You could remember his William Jefferson case, that of money laundering, that William Jefferson went to jail. A U.S. congressman, Atiku ran away as of that time. When Atiku was under Obasanjo regime, right? What happened to that time? Corruption. To the extent your principal, who happens to be Obasanjo, was calling Atiku a thief. They were calling themselves a thief. And I'm telling you, Atiku doesn't want all what he's doing now, and he's going to rubbish himself. The election that is coming, the Supreme Court that is coming, you will see what will happen. I bet it's lucky. The Atiku has not political value. They might be lost.
When the clip was accused, he came out and apologized to America. The whole world. Now, Tinubu has not been able to even address the nation.
Yes. Which nations? Nigeria! You Nigerians that don't believe in
let me talk. Let me come in.
I did not interrupt.
Last week, there was a press conference in Abuja. Atiku held a press conference. I get him now. And he came out with the report of the CSU.
Yes.
He explained everything to the public, what went down. I expect the president
Thank
to
you.
address. Come on. This is the president. Wait. This is the president that rules over 200 million.
Thank you.
I get him now. And to clear the doubts of many Nigerians that believe that it's a forged certificate. I expect I know talk, I don't understand. I expect the president also hold a conference on that.
The
media chat, on that.
You have landed. Thank God you yourself are a media person. What is the job of the spokesperson of the president? What is the job of the spokesperson? You guys are set. Don't guard me. Don't guard me. It's a question. Let me answer him. Right? The president is the president of the whole country, which is the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And when this kind of case, it doesn't have to stop the governance, right? It doesn't have to stop the governance because it's not an agreement he signed with us that he wants to be our president. And as he's the president, he has his spokesperson. And I'm so shocked that you, as a media person, you don't know. Excuse me, sir. What I'm trying to say is that Nigerians want, despite the fact that he has media aides, spokesperson.
Yes.
Nigerians want
we did not vote for media aides.
They want to hear from him. I get me now. This is a very sensitive issue, and which I don't even
Thank you.
like
God
discussing.
God bless you. God bless you.
I said this last week, but I don't want to go deep into this issue. I get
Thank God they're not calling you tribal elements.
Second question I want to
Thank God they are not saying you are not
Second
tribal.
question.
As last week, that's what
As at last week, check the fluff very well.
Kevin, right? Kevin.
Now, second person I want to No, Kule. I will defend
I will defend him. Certificate is a story matter.
It's a meaningless story. You say.
Now,
Wait.
second person I'm giving.
It's a story matter.
Second person I'm giving. Second person I want to ask you.
Meaningless or
No,
data.
Try to
Mr. Kule, sir, he made question. He said, Tinubu lost his certificate. Right? Now, he should tell us the name of the vendors. The company. Now, why didn't CSU name the vendors that the school give contract?
Second question I want to ask.
Okay. I'm coming to you. Just calm down.
I want to ask you, when you born a child, maybe you have a child. Now you saw a child doing bad thing. Your child put your hand at the back. You ask your child, what are you holding? And he's putting at the back. You know something is wrong somewhere. Why? Let me ask a question now. Why did you Tinubu, when Atiku went to court and requested for the certificate from the school, and the court granted it for the school to release it to Atiku? Why did Tinubu went to the school and said, give one, don't give second one? What is behind it? Certificate is a celebration. Hold on. When they give you certificate, hold on. See, hold on. See, Kule just, you always come here to mislead people. We are telling you the fact. I believe the fact. Let me take one by one. Now, he went there to say they should not release it. Now, don't forget, America, they are not Nigerians. Don't forget, America, they are not Nigerians. They went straight to say, look, school, I give you 24 hours to release that result. Now, the results have come out. First of all, who is defending now? When you were talking,
Can you just come?
First of all,
We have time. No,
don't forget, with Ganifa, we fought this game. Fought it. And it was the begging. Even our Baba from Obasale, but the judge went and kneel down for Obasale, kneel down for Ganifa meeting. Please allow our brother. Now, Atiku will be able to tell us. Let me tell you, where we are going is to monitor our children and those who are bringing certificates. Now, you saw we gave Tinubu 8.something million. Now, Nasarawa has been sacked. Are you aware?
Yes.
Nasarawa, they claim, they win, has been sacked.
That's a true democracy.
God bless you. Nasarawa, now let me tell you, you thought, the last thing I want to say now, hold on, the last thing I want to say now, I am not expecting anything from the Supreme Court. I am not expecting anything from the Supreme Court. You know why? Alora has come out and said the judge should not base on the population of the country. I mean, indirectly telling us that he should not expect anything. Atiku knows. That's what Atiku said. If I go to Supreme Court, if I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. You know that because the man there, now Tinubu bad friend, there is no way to get anything. So I'm telling you,
let me reply.
Let
me reply.
Okay, all right.
You see, this element called what's it called? Lucky. Okay. We know them.
Don't insult
we
my
know
brother.
them.
Don't insult my brother.
This man.
Address him very well.
This man.
Don't insult my brother.
Wait.
Address him very well.
This element.
Don't call him a son. This gentleman.
Hello.
Call him a gentleman. He's a gentleman.
These are the same people. Prior to election, they castigated the Chief Justice of the Federation, Arowola, that he has gone to London to come and collect bribe. These are same elements that did not believe in justice. They never believe in justice. And with their supporters that don't know anything, that they don't know how Nigeria is now, that they'll be following them to be spreading all this fake information, they did not support good justice for this country because they never believe in it. Right from onset, you went to start castigating the Chief Justice of the Federation that he has collected bribe. They saw him in London. Meanwhile, the man was in Abuja on a wheelchair. Is it the kind of people you start listening to their listen? And people came in and destroyed their life more and more with lies. Atiku has nothing to, provide Nigerians again. That's why he went to that level. Atiku will have ample of this good governance as of when he was the vice president. And the swear, the cost Obasanjo plays on Atiku is what is working now. And I just scared these people will not be carry out that cost along with them. Because Atiku have nothing. Atiku see that he's drawing. And this is his last chance for him to try his presidency. Because he knew that when he lost this chance, there's nothing for him to take home again. And I'm telling you, the character, the Atiku that is good character that Atiku is looking for, now is the one that first of all saw our hands in the bad, the bad, representation in the US. I told you, go and Google about the issues of William Jefferson. He was jailed. He's a Senate congressman. Atiku went to corrupt that man with dollars. Latifa, what they call the Jennifer, Atiku wife from the Igboho extraction that he married in America, was squeezed that time too. Then they now banned Atiku from entering America, right? So to me now, Tinubu went to Chicago State University.
Thank you.
And what they are now arguing on now is they said they submitted the script, they submitted to the INEC. It's not even the school have accepted that is our students. I don't know about this. Can you imagine? Say that this kind of person I would argue.
Can we give it?
I have listened to the submission of Mr. Kunle. Number one, when we talk about Lai Mohammed is full of propaganda. He's full of propaganda.
Right?
Yes, Kunle is full of propaganda. Everything about him is propaganda. It's propaganda. Number one.
Where's the propaganda?
Yes, number one. I'm not there. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I want him to the real Tinubu in Lagos. Let them come out and point that Tinubu is their son. Let them come out and say Tinubu is their son. The real Tinubu, they know the Tinubu. You understand? Secondly, Mr. President took an oath. He took an oath. And the oath is that he wants all what is submitted is true. Now they have told you that the document you presented to the Nigerian, to the INEC is fake. What stop you from addressing Nigerian citizens? What stop you? No. Before you address the nation, you have looked at so many things. There are a lot of things that are going on. I will not be a blind follower. It's a mafia that will deal with a mafia. Atiku is a mafia. Tinubu is a mafia. And at the end, the stronger mafia will win. That's what I will take.
Thank you.
Nobody is talking about Sunday Igboho.
You guys are
not talking about Sunday.
Thank you, Mr. Michael.
All right.
Now, what Mr. Kule said. One thing is that no sensible person that claim not to afford results. When the courts sitting in Chicago, Illinois, gave a verdict that the results should be released, why did the president have to appeal that? Number one question. You don't know. Why does the president have to? If fully those results were authentic, you went to appeal that, and now Parliament should name the school should name the vendors that were given license for them to do repeat results for students that lost or that misplaced their result. The school should name the vendors. Don't stop coming. I have not heard of seen any school. You lost your result, you go to the school, and the school will say, come, let me see. Everybody can now go to the vendors and then forge results. No school does that. This is the first time I'm hearing that. This is the first time. And then secondly, the president does not need to speak to us. He has a spokesperson. Let him tell his spokesman all the lies he wants to lie, so that people not bully him online. So that his spokesperson should come and tell Nigerians the cooked and book stories. What he has been doing.
You want his president himself?
No.
Come on.
President has media aides. So he can answer that. Tell the media aides what to say. So it's not necessarily the president should come and speak to us. He has media heads, Chief,
but you have what you say.
Intimidate can speak for him. So the president should tell him all the lies he want to tell Nigeria. So that one should come online and tell us lies so that we can bully him online.
So it is not until you hear from the office.
No.
Okay. All right.
What's it called? David. What is happening now? You went to school. You graduated from what school then? Calabar or where?
Don't continue.
Go to Calabar and start scrutinizing and looking for results of David so in Calabar.
You are free.
What will the administrator of the school? How are you today? Did you authorize you? Let's be happy.
Sorry. I mean, how can you go again? You must have a proof that this is what I want to do with it. Public, you must see. Some of us.
This is a public issue.
What I say, Tinubu is a public man. Tinubu is a public figure. No.
He's a public figure.
No. Tinubu is a public. Tinubu is the president. He's the highest officer of the country. So everybody can go verify his result. As the commander in chief of the Air Force, number one citizen.
They have acts of private in America.
Yes. The article to law. The article to law. Article 1. No, he wanted the court. The court gave him access to go in. Article wouldn't have done that without the permission of the court. Yes, the court gave him access.
American government, American law that should be reviewed. It's a private city.
Yes. Oh, you see, this man claim, Mr. Mike,
cannot go
you
back.
can claim to have a degree now, and then I want to do investigative search. If you have a degree, I can take my mother to court, and then court give me permission to go to your school, and I'll probably meet with the registrar. Then that what court gave me permission, and then tell you to the school is now in position to release those documents.
But article now is not convinced that truly this guy went to this school. It's not a Bafarawa college that Atiku went to. This one is
Tinubu has Atiku. Let him also take Atiku.
Atiku is a local champion.
Atiku claimed he went to Ahmadu Bello to Zaria.
Which Ahmadu Bello?
Zaria is Zaria no US Zaria. Diploma or anyone.
Diploma.
Anyone.
Atiku is not value for this.
Zaria no the US o. Zaria for Canada. When Tinubu go Zaria, go check too.
I went to CSU.
Chicago
State University.
No results.
But say Atiku get money to travel that time.
No results. Only results. No.
But you said the school confirmed that he went to that school. You said the school confirmed.
No.
You said the school confirmed. This guy is twisting his brain. The school confirmed. But you are saying
All right. Let's continue.
Don't kill yourself.
Let's continue. Let's move on to Mr. Charles. Even the Igboho issue, we are not even talking about it.
Good morning, Mr. Mike.
Good morning, Charles. How are you doing, sir?
He's a great man. Good morning, Oliver.
All right. Freedom fighter, activist, talking about Yoruba activists, Sunday Igboho, finally gained freedom in Benin Republic. Though he's not coming to Nigeria now, but he can now fly out of the Republic to unite with his family.
Germany, right? Germany.
Yeah. So, how do you see the development?
Well, I'm very, very much happy for him because it's not easy to be a freedom fighter. People like Nelson Mandela, the former South African president that fought for such freedom for his nation, if he should be alive today, he would have testified and tell you how important and the kind of things that comes with being a freedom fighter. So a lot of them are suffering because of some of them are suffering simply because they are fighting for the what I'm going for the justice. They are tribal people like Yoruba. Somebody like Nnamdi Kanu is still in jail fighting for the Biafrans there. So I'm very, very much happy for Sunday Igboho, and knowing fully well that it's not easy, even to be away from your family for 1 day, 2 days. You can only fight for people when you know fully well that the people are very, very much happy
attaching themselves that yes, what you are fighting is really affecting them within themselves. But you cannot be fighting what other people, when other people are not happy within themselves. That maybe you are fighting to liberate the Yorubas, or you are fighting to liberate the Igbos, you are fighting to liberate the Hausas, and you know fully well that those people you are fighting for are not even in consonance with whatever you are fighting for. So I'm very, very much happy for Sunday Igboho. So let him go. If not for anything, unite with his family. I think in life, the most important thing.
Most important, the family first.
Family first. Because everything in life, the love of your family is the number one thing one should always cherish in life. Whatever will come here, anywhere you find yourself, your place of work, America, the people you met, the different species of individuals you are meeting in life. The most important thing is the love of your family. So I'm very, very much happy for him. So I am also praying that the same thing that happens to him will also happen to our brother
Nnamdi Kanu. Yeah, that's what I wanted to
that
say.
Is my prayer.
Well, December,
it's not easy.
15th of December has been slated for his own, hearing as well. Let's see what the Supreme Court will deliver, come December 15th. All right, on the case of Atiku and Tinubu, you've been listening, been watching some of our reviewers, argue over the issue. It's a controversial issue.
Very, very controversial.
Very controversial issue. I don't know your own take on this issue.
But,
like I said, I don't want us to keep hitting on it. We have other topics to discuss. But it seems people don't want to stop.
You're right, Mr. Mai, you're right. I love the way you are following things here. Somehow you look at this, nothing but a national disgrace. It's a very big, what I may call national disgrace by my own opinion, because it's somehow
on the part of Tinubu, right? Or part of Atiku?
The part of the president himself.
The president himself, okay.
It's a national disgrace, Yes, I schooled. I am also a graduate of Ebi Uzaria, like Akunle was saying. If not, by estimate, Ebi Uzaria happens to be one of the three Nigerian universities so far. If not, everything have just wide up now. Have Ibadan, Nsukka, and Ebi Uzaria. Are you getting me? So, for Atiku to have said that he graduated from that school, and yes, remember, the president himself was the one that said he schooled in Chicago. So for you to have released a press conference that you schooled in Chicago, so you should as well be bold enough to tell us that this is your certificate. Are you getting me? So if I should come on now and tell you that I schooled in Ebi's area, I should be very, very much bold enough to tell you that this is my certificate. So, but to me, it's a bit of national disgrace. Are you getting me? It's not supposed to be every day, ranging from secondary school certificate to university level. It's a shame to Nigeria. Are you getting me? It's not. That is why sometimes you look at this national disgrace now, it's going to be a very big problem to most of our Nigerians that would like to travel abroad to school. A lot of scrutiny will have to take place by most of these universities, very standard universities abroad. Because they look at it as if most of them, they will just come here and scrap down result, lying to the whole masses that they school where they did not school. So it's going to affect this little thing you are seeing today. We are looking at it as if it's only between the two bodies, Atiku and Tinubu himself. You are looking at it as if this is only two masses, two great people fighting. But it's going to affect both unborn kids to come, because a lot of Nigerians that would like to travel abroad to school, they have to go into what I may call intensive scrutiny. Are you getting me?
You're right. One of the viewers called me last week,
yes.
Bravat by name, Bravat, and he talked about this case seriously. He said, we're just looking at it like a very simple case, but outside there, they know what they are facing. I don't know what Nigerians in diaspora are facing, but Bravat said it's a serious issue over there, and they are not happy with the development, with the news. You can continue what you're saying.
That is the truth. That is my own submission, because you look at it, you can decide after here you can decide to travel abroad or you want to further your education more. So a lot of scrutiny will have to take place, because this little thing we are seeing, we are looking at it as if it's a political affair, it's a political issue. It's not going to be a political issue. It's going to be an effect on the lives of Nigerians, because a lot of Nigerians, God can bless anybody today, tomorrow. You can decide that you want to further your education abroad. But how do you do it? There's going to be a very big problem. So we are not happy. Whatever that is going on within the certificate saga of a team, it's a shame. It's a national disgrace and a shame to Nigeria, a shame to this country.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Charles, I appreciate you for coming on board. All right, man.
Yeah, good morning, Christian.
How you doing, Mike?
Good morning, Mike. Good morning, viewers. I'm here again. My name is Raf, aka Raf Tresvant. Nothing but the truth. I swear to God.
Nothing but the truth.
Yeah, nothing but the truth.
What truth are you speaking today?
What I mean is by every evidence, every comment by me, subscribe it. I'm saying the truth. I want you to subscribe. Believe me, concur. I don't believe lies.
Now, no matter a new attempt to twist facts, Tinubu's INEC certificate is forgery. That's what article said.
Yeah, even let me tell you, this morning I read about Festus Kayamo, the erudite Delta-born lawyer, legal practitioner, he's making claim that the forgery allegation by article is baseless. Then let me shock historian students, people that are interested about history. In 1999, Festus Kayamo was with Ganifa Emi, an erudite Southwest Yoruba lawyer, who first hit at Tinubu on this certificate saga. That Tinubu did not attend Chicago State University. He took it up against Tinubu. He fought for it. It was the Yoruba elders under the political platform or cultural platform called Afenifere that pleaded for Tinubu. The same Kayamo today is telling the whole world that the forgery certificate, the forgery saga is baseless. Is that not shame to the legal practitioners around the country? That's why I come out to tell all the lawyers in Nigeria that you guys are into advanced fee fraud. I always confront them at various interest place, gathering place, social gathering. I confront lawyers. I told them right on their face, you guys are fake. If you tell me you're not fake, let me go through your phone numbers. You are into various illegalities, illegal practices. The same Festus has come back today due to the fact that Tinubu has won an election as he ascribed to people, as he believes. Now he's telling us that the forgery certificate is fake. I mean forgery. Allegation is fake. While he was part of Ganifa Emi's chambers in 1999 that took it up against this man, Tinubu. Who am I to trust again in Nigeria, Michael? Who is it? Is it my brother? My brothers and sisters that are lawyers? Don't you know that I have many lawyers in my family? Am I going to trust them? Who is to trust again in Nigeria? Forgery. Nigerian constitution does not allow it. Examination malpractices. There are many that are in jails across the country due to the fact that they cheated in the examination hall. I came from Anambra State. Each time I enter examination hall in those days, 80s, late 70s, if you cheat in the exam hall, direct to prison. What are you telling me? If Supreme Court don't take this matter serious, I suggest that every prisoner, they should go to prisons across Nigeria and release prisoners. It is a criminal offense. Anybody that commits it should be in jail. Festus Kayamo should be in jail. He's a lawyer. He is against the law. Okay, I respect the law. I'm better than Festus Kayamo. A respecter of law is the best lawyer in any country. Do you hear that? So let me tell you, Festus Kayamo is now lying as a lawyer. Because of what? He's looking for favor. Attorney General of the Federation. I don't know why Tinubu has not given it to him. Minister of Justice. I think he is. Are you listening to me? Festus has now come out to tell me that the forgery issue is baseless. Let us wait for escort. That's Supreme Court.
The aviation minister, not justice.
Okay, aviation minister now. Oh, almighty aviation minister. He controls aviation ministry. All the regions of the country. Thank you so much. He's now looking at Supreme Court when they are going to, when they are going for the forgery certificate issue. Yeah. Festus Kayamo will leave Ministry of Aviation. He will go to the court and spray sleeping medicine, sleeping drug, so that everybody will be sleeping that day. And somebody, faceless human being, will read nonsense to the world. We will show the telecast. We will televise it to the hearing in the Supreme Court. The whole world will see all of us that day, including Bennett Johnson, Hugh Ledochia, and the rest of others. Everybody will be sleeping. You hear that? Let us go to sleep at the Supreme Court level, because we know that prejudgment has already come out. How they are going to do it? The whole world don't they hear. The whole Nigerians don't they hear kepu. How much? Billion. Judges, CGN, Ariwola is even telling us that it won't be on public opinion. The judgment will be on Nigerian constitution. That is when they will tell you that American universities for America. Even if Tinubu come Nigeria with passing C's, first school living certificate, he will rule Nigeria.
All right,
We are all Nigerians.
Okay, away from that, let's move down to the good news we have.
Yeah.
On board, we have it on New Space that Sunday Igboho has regained freedom.
That's very.
And don't you think at this point, the Nigerian government needs to pardon Mazen and Bekano?
Thank you so much. Igboho's pardon release, a welcome idea, a welcome thing. It calls for celebration because Republic of Oduduwa was before 1914. When Nigeria came to be, by Florence Lugard and her husband, Frederick, Republic of Oduduwa was there before 1914, 100 and something years ago. Let's say 109 years now. Yorubas are a nation. And the Sunday Igboho want to fight for that nation. Some Mumu in Yoruba land are going against him. Those people that after against Igboho in this southwest are Mugus. Mumu. Everybody has rights. They have seen Buhari administration, Igboho, as what? Holocaust. A whole body of the Toru, where Nigerians are being annihilated with gas. That's why Igboho said, let me go. The young man was doing the needful. All the politicians that are benefiting from Buhari's regime, they went after him because they are cutting out. They are cutting into their own account. Igboho protested, and they made a what? He made a mark. He made a history that will never ever be what? Erased. He confronted them at Apapa. He confronted everywhere.
Just like a revolution.
It was like a revolution. The Yorubas followed up, especially, I said it, Mike, in 2020, 21, that I score Yoruba women 85%. I could remember myself saying it. Then I gave Yoruba men 25%. Ask me why. When the protest was going on at the exit of Ojota on Sunday, I think October 1st, 2020 or 21. I think the Remembrance Day of the Remembrance of Day. The first time they remember the people that were killed at the Tokile Gate.
And SARS.
See Yoruba women clothed with white clothes, with calabash, moving, protesting for Oduduwa. Yes, as a woman I love. Yoruba men, we are just from the back. They will kill them. Yoruba men, we are standing how many kilometers away? Those men were moving. I didn't understand. That was a good thing. That was a man. That was a man of valor. Igboho has value. I love him. Igboho is an ideology that every Yoruba must key into. For the people of this region to free themselves from Hausa Fulani hegemony. Yoruba man has decided not to stay like this until Jesus comes. Nandi Kanu Ichi. Buhari should be arrested. Wherever Buhari is. All the Igbo politicians that have taken part on rendition, to rendition in Nandi, to render him from where? Nairobi airport to Nigeria, they should not be arrested. The whole DSS, Malami, including Malami, Tanko, the former CGN, that went to contest for World Cup judge, to head it in Hague, and score 0, idiots. It should be arrested. That man should be arrested. These are the people holding Nnamdi Kanu. The law has left to Nnamdi Kanu. All the Southeast governor, including Obiano. Obiano is now relaxing in America. If you see him, he goes with dog. His dog was moving. Obiano was following. He's my governor. I don't care. I'm saying the truth. He's supposed to go there and arrest him. He knows about Nnamdi Kanu. First and foremost, Hope Uzodinma should go in for it. Are you listening to me? Dave Umahi, Ajom Madu, they should arrest all of them. Nnamdi Kanu was freed long time ago by the Nigerian courts. They said appeal, he went there. Now, group of lawyers that have come. What is the reason for holding this man? I think his lawyer from USA. What is wrong with you? If this man is free, he labeled the suit he labeled against Nigeria. He won. I think to the tune of 2 billion naira. He labeled another, he won. There was a time they compensated those people that arrested Nnamdi Kanu with. Many years ago, they paid them. Do you know how much Nigerian government paid those people? 200,000 each person. Many things in a nation, many things about the nation Nigeria hurting Igbo man. People that were incarcerated, put in confinement for years, were compensated with only 200,000 naira. Is that the money they should give to their family? But there's something that the federal government doesn't know. The group called IPOB are the indigenous people of Biafra. Virtually every Igbo man in Nigeria is among. Virtually every Igbo man in America, Calabar man, every Kibido man, well-meaning Delta man, and the Edo man, they are among the IPOB. So those people that we compensated with 200,000, let me tell you, they went home with billions of naira. You really even feel the fire of more donation, donors, getting the awareness that you maltreated those people by giving them stipend after wasting their much time in prison. See, let me tell you, now the kind of time to come out has come. I think come 15th December, yes. Nnamdi Kanu is going to what? Let off the hook. He will go and start his normal business. There's nothing like referendum, let me tell you. A referendum can never be conducted in Nigeria. Ask me why. Virtually the whole mineral resources we are using today is not coming from the north. The north left their own. Their own is growing on daily basis. While the west, the east, the west, the east, the whole southern Nigeria exposed their own solid minerals that God has given them. The endowment of our land has been subjected to what? Ceaseless abuse, exploitation, and usage. Listen, our oil is going because we are the owner. The houses, their solid mineral is there, being used by their what? Politicians and their local chiefs.
With the release of Nnamdi Kanu reduce the crisis in the eastern part of the country?
Thank you so much. The crisis in the eastern part of the country will down. Security will go down if they release Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is free and they must be free. And insecurity in the southeast will come to its full what? Stop.
All right, thank you so much.
If Nnamdi Kanu comes out.
Okay.
The only person we need there to handle the affairs of southeastern Nigeria is only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Up! Jewish state of Biafra. My name is Sir Ralph Tresvant.
All right, thank you so much. All right, you said you want to give them the language, Abby.
What's happening? I can see different noise. What's happening? See your club. It's a nice club. You understand? I would like to acquire it. How would I do it? Money. No money. The life live.
Thank you so much.
Live with God and we see the nature of them. So Nigeria is going. I see what is going to do a good thing for Nigeria. This is the first time the progressive rulers that have the way inside his heart of mankind. They have been dragging them right from 1999 to today. In Obasanjo, that demon called General in Ogun State. When you see Ogun State Road, Abeokuta Expressway, how does it look like? It's a death trap every year. Go to Minana, go to Katsina, go to those head of state, go to that state, go to that environment. It looks like heaven. They go to a Obasanjo environment. It's a demonic atmosphere. Now, God have came let Tinubu continue. And Tinubu, he never read 5 years, he never read 1 year, he never read 6 months. Crucify him every day. Why crucify him? Now, release result. Now release result, he fake. Okay, what next? Let him die. He can die. There's a purpose for him. And God have a purpose for everybody. Nigeria has a millions of human beings. See Emefiele, where's the motherfucking Emefiele now? Purposely change the motherfucking currency that 250 million Nigeria goes to one man to suffer. Are we not using the money now? Okay, what happened with the money? Because greediness, one man, the same who? The same Tinubu again. Why? Everybody wants to crucify Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Kill him! Don't let him talk. But if you talk, people here, they will believe the truth. And the truth will set them free. Now shoot to this side. And we will see the truth. But we have the ear and heart to accept it. So Atiku should go on rest. We don't even know him. He with the opposite job. 8 years, what happened? He stole everything. Opposite say Atiku only. Oh, the president, the time everything done. See, can you imagine? Right from that day to today, they are cat and rat. Because it's a demon. See, Mikano, if you don't have Mikano, your hope, you don't have light. Like people don't have generator of Mikano, your company is zero. Your own is zero. But now, see, the light is coming gradually. And that company now is coming to completion. Forget about many years ago. What are we trying to say? I'm trying to tell you the truth. I know that the truth is bitter. Millions are hating my language, hating my face because of supporting this reality. No matter who you are, reality is the end. The last hope, the last man to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And we are going to see the light. And now we are seeing the light. God bless you.
All right. Lastly, Igboho has been released. He has regained his freedom.
He is coming home. He has been released since there was a distance between Cotonou and Nigeria. Yeah. Because you can't come here because of security reasons, because your followers. But now, see, that's what I'm telling you. Light has come. And light is going to shine all over Nigeria again. Because of one man that have the IQ of light. We will see the light again. We will know because we believe in him. So if you believe in God, you will see the truth, and the truth will set you free. So don't believe in negative. Igboho is coming out, and you know the Kanu is coming out too. We will go see Nigeria. Nigeria is going to be a field of peace. So peace, I give unto you.
Thank you so much.
Peace will bless your life forevermore. All of us. Because we are under the shadow of the peace.
Thank you so much. All right, I appreciate you. That was a very great contribution by Oluwawan of Ogbalan. I really appreciate him for coming on board, and the viewers who have also come out today to express their views concerning trending issues in Nigeria. I say thank you to all of you. The viewers as well, we appreciate you for joining us in today's edition of this program. Let me quickly acknowledge the presence of Amechi Nwachukwu, King MJ. We appreciate you all. Star Daniel, thank you so much for joining us. Fed, thank you so much. King MJ Consulting, thank you so much. Gladys Yabo. Muki Great, Abe Taiwo Loda. Taiwo Olade. Sorry about that. Thank you so much for joining us. Andrew Okunjimi, we appreciate you. Quick Penny, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you as well. Blessed One, thank you so much. We have Star Daniel, we appreciate you. Jacob Adedeji, we appreciate you for also joining us to this edition of this program. Wake up. Thank you so much. Stop and Chop, thank you so much. And the rest of others that we can't really see. Okay, Ayodeji Oluyinka, thank you so much. All right, so who is here again? Okay, Shaki, thank you so much. Muki Greats, we appreciate you. Ayo Dimeji, thank you so much. and others watching us all over the world. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Michael Adekunle is signing out. He's saying tomorrow is another day. Bye for now.